Hey guys, welcome back. I'm sure I'm overwhelmed, you guys. On Halloween night, we hit over 1,000 subscribers. I'm absolutely blown away that even 5 of you guys are interested in watching this ugly dude talk. But thank you from the bottom of my heart to absolutely all of you for everything you've given me. I enjoy doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. So let's have some more fun today. Now, in the mid 1980s, there was a gentleman from Japan known as Takashi Amano, and he introduced the world to an entirely new level of aquarium keeping. This level of aquarium keeping was basically all focused on replicating nature, and that's when the Nature Aquarium was born. There was a bunch of books released, and this thing absolutely took the world by storm. Probably unbeknownst to him, but he introduced a small, translucent, nondescript little shrimp species that was endemic to his home waters, and he used this in his aquariums. And this little tiny shrimp would become the world-renowned tenacious little workhorses that they're revered the world over. Of course, we're talking about Amano shrimp. So let's have a chat about them. They're pretty cool. Amano shrimp, or Caridina multidentata, formerly known as Caridina japonica, until they were revised in 2006, or simply, as most know them today, the Amano shrimp. Original collection data for the first specimen shows that they were collected from the Ogasawara Island in Japan. However, this species has a pretty wide distribution, which includes Taiwan, the Ryukyu Islands, which are located between East China Seas and the Philippines, as well as Fiji. It's readily distinguishable. Amano shrimp have a translucent body with a broken row of reddish bars or dots on their sides. We're going to talk more about that in a bit. They have a white stripe that runs from their head to their tail, and their eyes are black. Now, what makes these shrimp so popular is that they are fastidious grazers, consuming algae and detritus or debris within the aquariums. They lack cutting or biting mouth parts, so they continuously rasp away at surfaces, taking away the topmost biofilm. This inability to truly bite makes them ideal candidates for a heavily planted aquarium, where they cannot harm the leaves of even some of the most delicate species, as well as keeping them with very small fish or even fry. Amano shrimp are extremely tolerant of a wide range of water parameters, but fare best when maintained in temperatures between 18 and 27 degrees Celsius, or about 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. They're much more active at higher temperatures, however, this will greatly reduce their lifespans. A fairly neutral pH of 6.5 to 7.5 is ideal, and as with all other crustaceans, they'll require a general hardness or a GH reading of no less than 6 degrees German hardness to ensure that they're able to molt successfully. Like all crustaceans, they are extremely sensitive to copper due to their hemocyanin blood. Hemocyanin blood, what is this, Biggs? I don't really know. Tell me. Well, unlike us humans who have hemoglobin, hemoglobin uses iron-based in our cells to transport oxygen throughout our system. Crustaceans, however, their blood cells are made up of haemocyanin. I'm probably butchering that badly, but that's what we're going to go with. But this uses copper instead of iron to carry blood within their systems. So even small traces amounts of copper can prevent crustaceans from being able to ventilate properly and could suffocate them. Be extra cautious and read all your labels for copper on products such as medications or plant fertilizers. Most will have it noted, because these will have serious effects on your little tiny guys. One truly unique thing about having this type of blood is that unlike our blood, which is red, hemocyanin blood is actually blue. Just take my word for it. You don't really need to go and check it yourself. Healthy Amano shrimp will be grazing nonstop on the biofilm, on any uneaten foods, algae. A sponge filter, or even better, a Hamburg mat filter, is an amazing filtration system for these guys because it gives them a large surface area with which to graze continuously, and all the detritus and all the extra food is pulled into the filter right on a ready service. So it's giving them a nice little buffet. Sexing these shrimps is actually pretty easy with a discernible eye. Mature females are larger than males. And remember I talked about those little dots? Well, on females, they'll look more like long dashes on the dots, whereas in males, they'll be nice, evenly spaced little dots. And lastly, the females will have a saddle or an egg nest underneath their stomach where she'll store the fertilized eggs while they develop. Now, it's great that we can sex them, However, breeding Amano shrimp in captivity is extremely a rare occurrence. And the reason being is that the developing larvae, or actually zoe, require marine or brackish stage. Amano shrimp in the wild inhabit coastal areas, and the adults would release their young downstream into the sea, where they would fend for themselves before returning to fresh water in about 4 to 5 weeks. This helps give us an explanation as to why their distribution model is so successful over several sea-bound islands. Regardless, Amano shrimp are amazing creatures to keep, observe, and enjoy in our aquariums. I think they're fascinating, and I hope you do too. Hope you enjoyed our little look at Amano shrimp.